Hi, I'm Juan,
And I'm Pedro.
And I'm Anna.
and we are the owners of Local Bite Scratch Kitchen in the historical downtown Brooksville. Yeah, so we just moved here from Massachusetts 2 years ago, where we had our food truck for about 6 years. That's where everything kind of started. We started with a small little barbecue food truck. We had it for about 3, 4 years there. It was very successful. We kept selling out of food, and the good thing about it was that I had to. That was the first time I had my kids working with me. I'm a trained chef for about 28 years, but that was actually the first time that I was able to bring them in and work together inside of a food truck. We decided to move out of Massachusetts, came to Florida. We built a bigger truck, barbecue joint, and as a food truck still, we parked at Blinton Road for about 6 months. And the same problem happened. We kept selling out of food. And making long story short, we went to Dade City, opened our first barbecue joint, brick and mortar, which is called Pig in the Road Kitchen. And we always wanted to come to Brooksville. We always wanted to do that just because we live here. We love the history of Brooksville. We love the downtown, and we want to be part of the new that's to come. We believe that Brooksville has a lot of things happening. And when we had the opportunity to come to the Jennings building, I was like, this is it. This is where we need to be. So we sold our business there in Dade City, and we did a completely rebrand so we can offer more than just barbecue. And that's where, Local Bite started.
I grew up always watching him cooking. He was a corporate chef, and I used to see him wake up early, go to work, come back, and he talked about the kitchen and everything. And then when we opened the first food truck, that was my first real opportunity it was my first real job. And I was working with him there for, like you said, about 6 years, ever since I was 11. I worked with him in the kitchen there, and my grandfather helped, and it was just a very healthy environment. I'm really, really grateful about that. It really taught me like work ethic and how to work in a kitchen, and they're really good at it, and I hope to be as good as they are someday. I'm not there yet, but yeah, it's really it's a great environment working with your family, especially seeing that your grandfather's with you, your father's with you, and it can't get any better than that.
So yeah, kind of like Pedro, I started at a young age. All my siblings and I'm one of 9. We all started at a very young age because we started a family business. So the point was to, instead of hiring people from outside, we just all did it ourselves, So every time we got to 10, 11, it was just like, okay, you're in the business now. So I started around 10, 11, about a year after Pedro started. We had been going around with the food truck for about a year or so. So he went in right when it opened, and I went about a year after. It really helped me, like you said, with work ethic. At a young age, people don't have that much nowadays. Like kids don't get offered that. So we got to learn, customer service, how to deal with people, and really the outside world, kind of like that.
As a trained chef, I always thought I had a lot of ideas in my head. Where should I cook today? Should I cook Mexican food? Should I cook French food? Should I cook Brazilian food? Whatever. And I always wanted to have a place where I can be creative, and that's something that I try to pass on to my kids. It's like, I say, I love tradition, but can we reinvent that? Can we take this dish and do a twist? And every place I ever worked, even my food trucks, we always try to create things. Like to this day, like the pig works, right, Pedro?
Yeah.
It's a recreation. Nobody knows that, but it's a recreation of a Cuban sandwich. What we wanted to do is like instead of pickles, we fried the pickles. Instead of the ham, let's put the bacon in there. Let's put a different sauce. So that's how pig works. How it started. So we're always constantly training ourselves to recreate things, and it keeps it fresh. That's where Local Bite came in place. It was like, okay, local because we want to use local products. Number one, we want to use local vendors. We want all the locals to come to our place. And Bite because it's a place where you can have a bite of everything, a taste of everything. Or when I bite the sandwich, it reminds me of a Cuban sandwich but it has a Latin twist to it. You know what I mean? That's where it keeps us going, you know. And I give them, and especially Pedro, because Pedro's in the kitchen with me, total freedom to create whatever. And I think that's where good things started.
Yeah, my dad giving me the freedom in the kitchen to kind of help create recipes, create my own recipes, really gives the opportunity for me to explore different things, be creative with my own self, you know, explore and, you know, push my limits to see what can I create. And that's something that him and I both strive here as owners of this restaurant, is really to provide a fresh outlook on, you know, recipes, and take traditional recipes and twist it. There's always going to be something new on the menu, something fresh. So I hope people just come in and understand that, you know, we have traditional food, but most of it is going to be twisted and have a really fun kick to it.
Yeah, so I'm in the front of the house. You know, there are two parts in a restaurant. There's the back of the house and the front of the house. The back of the house, you have to take care of all the food, and which that is very important, but people also have to feel welcome. So the people in the front of the house, they welcome people, they sit them down, they make them feel at home. So especially a local bite, where we try to make people feel like they're in a small town, you know, historic building, you know, make them feel like, oh, this is important, right? And make them feel at home and not like they're just somewhere else. So we try to make them feel like friends, you know, be very welcoming, friendly. That's my job here. That's part of my job.
And as a local bite, we care a lot about the food, obviously, and the community and the local part of it. But we never forget that we're a family business. And that culture we try to build inside here, it's non-negotiable. And everyone that works here, it's part of the same culture. It's that feeling of that we are family, we work together, we do everything together. And I think that's the success for now and for the future. And everywhere we go, no matter how big we get, I think that culture needs to continue and people feel that we're a family.
And going back to what Anna said, it's really important that we make our clients feel like guests. We were joking around because this is more of our house than it is actually, because we spend most of our time here, so people are actually our guests. So we like to make people feel at home, be friendly with them. And that's really what we strive to do, is good food, good service, and that really ties into, you know, a really good restaurant. So, yeah.
The food here is absolutely delicious.
And the service here, it's incredible. They make you feel at home.
If you're looking for a great place to eat and a place where you can feel at home, make sure to come check us out here at Local Bite. We are located in historic downtown Brooksville. Make sure to check our social media as well. We post everything over there, so make sure to stay posted there. And yeah, come check us out at Local Bite, where everyone feels like family.
We're definitely coming back to Local Bite.